Hi everyone, last week's video was Islands of Adventure. This week is the second part of our little mini excursion in the middle of our holiday trip to Universal Studios. I almost said Islands of Adventure again, but that was the one that we did the day before.
We did that well, not yesterday, but in the vlog yesterday, but in real world not yesterday.
Yes.
Yes.
That is correct.
I'd like to quickly apologise before we start that my hay fever is running rampant right now. So if I look a bit disorientated, it's because I can't breathe.
But you're refusing to take anything for it.
Well, it's too late now. It's
no,
evening.
it definitely isn't.
Never mind. Disney World. Oh wait, this isn't Disney. I'm so confused. I made you coffee. I've never used a coffee machine before. This is the first time I've ever used a coffee machine.
You did a pretty good job.
I mean, I just pressed a button. It wasn't exactly like rocket science, but
that's how I know you did a pretty good job, because it would have been pretty bad, like hard to do a bad job. It was okay coffee. It was nice having one in the room though. That was fun. I don't think we had anything like that in our Disney one, did we?
We did, but we never used it. I think it's because this was an espresso one, wasn't it? Oh no.
Yeah.
I think it had an espresso things with it. But this hotel was alright. The shower stuff was really good, and I missed that.
You really didn't like this hotel for some reason, but I mean, like I said last week, I really did. I really liked it. I thought it was a great place to stay, and would definitely stay there again.
I would quite like to do Portofino Bay, but I'm happy with wherever. Look at all those. Surely they never need that many luggage cart things.
Well, because they take them up to people's rooms, and then sometimes they collect them.
You've seen how many there are?
That's a lot. They have a lot of people that can stay there.
Yeah, but
you know, you can't be like, I'm sorry, I can't show you to your room right now. We don't have one of our carts. You'd be like,
that's just too many. Okay. There's too many that you have to have them lined up outside. Look how blue that sky is.
Yeah, I don't think that was supposed to be that blue. I think I did some weird stuff with the camera. And,
oh, really?
With the processing, and I think I oversaturated it a bit.
Oh, I like it.
I don't. I'm not a fan. It looks like that unnatural kind of food colouring blue.
Yeah, that's why I like it though. Like me.
Oh, talking of blue, yeah.
So, it turns out, and I actually watched Gemma and Steve's video recently, and the same thing happened to Gemma. If you put sun cream on and then hold one of the Disney bags against your leg, all the dye from it runs off onto your leg. And I had nothing, and Ash was like, oh, what you can do? And I was like, I've got sun cream, I'll just wash it off with more sun cream.
Yeah, I really didn't think that would work.
Totally worked.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised. Like, that was why I said, like, smart thinking. That is a good way of trying to get around that.
Straight over to London.
Why are we doing weird British accents?
Because you sound like you're from London. You got to do it.
No, definitely not.
They end up at the same endpoint, so you can actually get.
This was like probably your big tip for the park, wasn't it?
I don't know, because as we were walking around, I was like, is this any quicker? Because now I feel it's a bit more, but now I'm not really sure. I feel it's the same, like, distance.
We'll have to do a test next time. What we'll do is I'll stay at the middle of the park, and you can just run to each side and tell me which one's faster, and then come back and.
This is when I filmed, and you can tell because everything's like...
like an earthquake's happening.
I know for next time not to do this, but for now you have to put up with me just drunk filming.
This was one of those clips where I tried to put on like a warp stabilizer in Premiere Pro to kind of keep things a bit more level and kind of like even out some of the shaking, and it literally just took one look at the footage and was like, nope, not doing it. It's not happening. There's too much shake here. If you do it, everything's going to look like jelly. Just accept this, so we kind of had to just roll with it a bit, which was a bit of a shame.
The dragon! We literally spent the next 25 minutes stood here waiting for that damn dragon to go off. And everyone else that stood here waited, they left. Oh no, wait, we didn't do it straight away, we went straight to the Gringotts.
We did the... That took up a big portion of the morning.
Gringotts.
Yeah, and because the ride queue was so long and our camera was in the lockers because you can't take it on with you, it kind of felt like a morning off from vlogging almost, just because we just couldn't film anything. We had to do kind of like, hi guys, we're going to go do this, we'll see you after, I guess.
I have to say, I literally remember nothing from Gringotts.
I wish it was a better ride.
I remember one scene.
I really wish it was a better ride.
And that's all I remember. I remember the queue going down to the basement, which was pretty cool.
The queue was pretty cool. It's themed really nicely.
I just don't remember the ride.
I just wish it was a much better ride and wasn't doing the classic Universal, hi guys, here's your ride vehicle, now watch the screens as you go round. I just wish it wasn't that. And I wish this dragon had been more frequent.
I'm so proud of myself. This is literally my greatest achievement this holiday. Is I turned the camera on to say how long we've been waiting at the exact point that he breathes fire, because I would never have been able to turn it on quick enough to capture it if I heard it go.
Yeah, you'd have missed it. That's why I was stood there like this, literally for like 25 minutes, just eye to the camera, focused and ready.
Well, we know now that it makes the like roaring noise before it breathes
Yeah, so
fire.
you do have a slight amount of warning, but you still have to have everything on and ready if you want to capture it.
This was in Nocturne Alley.
This place was so dark. Like, this whole, like, Nocturne Alley bit.
It was
even
really
the
cool,
shop
though.
was just really sort of dim. Oh, very close. Very close to my face there.
It's because it was quite narrow in here, because the queue was like
there was
all...
not a lot of space.
I'm like, I think I would like to go in here again, but get a different flavour.
Yeah. I definitely liked what you got, but it wasn't super interesting or, like, adventurous or weird or something. You'd be like, oh my god, you tried this flavour ice cream. It was like, yeah, it's kind of like a butterscotch.
I like that you have a tan line to the point where your sunglasses go in the middle of your eyes. In your nose, sorry.
Oh yeah, I do, don't I? And also because this bit on me is quite recessed.
It
so
very
even
is.
without sunglasses, it's kind of hard to get the sun in that little gap.
In the little crevice.
Yeah, which is
Eat my ice cream.
yeah. I was like, she didn't see me do this, but she'll see it when we edit.
And I said it's fine.
Yeah, I know. Just didn't ask. I should have asked.
That was a weird shot. Cut there. It's butterscotch.
We did this a lot. Like, we'd be out there, we'd be trying to remember something.
That was an amazing shot of your face leaning in to eat the ice cream.
And yes, it kind of is butterscotch, but like, it reminded me of a specific product, not just a flavour in general. Like, it really still reminded me of like something very specific that I still just cannot
It reminds me
remember.
of, now that I think back, Angel Delight butterscotch flavoured.
A bit like that, yeah, but I think I had something else in mind. But we did that a lot throughout the holiday. It was like, yeah, I know what the general flavour is, but this is really, really reminding me of something very specific, and I'm just not getting it.
Yeah, sure, that sounds great. Let's do that then.
I love that we've gone from eating to me going to eat again. Like, let's go to Crossland and eat some more.
That's always a plus.
Story of my life.
It's how we holiday.
Yeah, we've done this area. Let's go find somewhere else to eat, and then we may do rides around it. But
Kind
the
of
eating is the
map
most
your way
important.
through the park based on where you want to be for lunch and where you want to be in a bit for a snack, and then you just sort of fill out the time around that.
Seeing what they have to eat.
We're talking about Fear Factor here. I refuse. Last time we did Fear Factor, I actually had a panic attack. Do you remember?
No?
I didn't win.
Where the spider came on me and I was literally
Oh, right, yeah, you did.
full on hyperventilating, couldn't handle it. You had to
Yeah,
like,
we had a friend that participated in it.
yeah, I had to have my head between
So
my
we had
legs.
to go
just-
watch it, and Sarah freaked out.
It's one per car.
Oh, I thought they were throwing a spider at me.
Yeah.
You did alright.
You should have, like, thought it through and been like, they obviously can't do that.
I honestly, if you're that scared of something, in the moment you don't think
No,
oh,
I
they're
know,
going to do it.
I get it, I get it. I just wish I'd caught that on camera. I don't think I did.
Didn't take any
I wouldn't have let you. No, I was too
So,
upset.
head on
I was genuinely upset.
to do the Simpsons
I know, but I think I still tried to film it anyway.
That was a mean thing to do then.
food places in the
Well, just because...
Because you're a horrible person. Horrible person.
Gonna get a crusty burger.
Oh yeah, when we went to Krusty Bug, because we just said there, this area is new, and I was like, no it isn't. I've done the Simpsons ride before, and there is, the bit they've added is new, not the Krusty Land. I really like this
that
ride.
bit. I don't.
Made me feel a bit queasy this time.
A lot of things did this time around for
I'm
you.
so old now.
I wish this was, again, just a better... Back to the Future was way better. I'm
No,
sorry.
I prefer The Simpsons.
I prefer Back to the Future to The Simpsons.
But then I wasn't a huge Back to the Future fan. I'm more of a Simpsons person.
As I'm definitely more of a Back to the Future fan, so like that kind of sways my decision that way.
We got one of those donuts.
We did. Big as your head, as you like to keep telling people.
It was as big as my head. I wish I got squishies.
You get a squishy.
Squishies.
So you can get like frozen... Can you get frozen drinks in them, or is it just fountain drinks?
No,
If
you
it's
get
fountain
squishies in
drinks,
them.
I'd be
You can
really,
get a
really
squishy in them.
disappointed.
An actual squishy.
Okay, cool. We'll do that next time.
I think it was expensive and that's why I didn't.
Yeah, but... Yeah.
I liked the idea of these shoes, but they're never something I would have ever worn.
Yeah, I feel that a lot about some of the special edition vans, like the Disney ones as well. I kind of look at them and I'm like, that's cool. I'm never wearing that. That's not going to go with anything I have.
I might get some Disney Vans.
Springfield theme food.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The Donald ones. I know you
Yeah.
like those.
Yeah. I don't think I'd eat here again.
It was an okay burger. I think going to one of the other places might be a bit more interesting.
I would take the time and go and walk out in CityWalk.
Yeah, I mean, there is that argument, but like, if you wanted to stay purely in theme park, I think we wanted to try a burger just because it was from Krusty Burger and that's
Yeah.
the franchise, but the other options I think are more unique from theme park food, like some of the fried chicken places, the chicken and waffles
Yeah.
and that kind of thing. Like, that's not standard theme park food usually and might be like a more interesting choice.
And to be fair, everyone's actually recommended we go to the Leaky Cauldron. Like the Harry Potter
Yeah.
places are meant to be really good, so maybe we try one of those next time. We'll
I
see
don't
how
know
we
though, because
feel.
they make a big deal about how it's very British food, and I just don't want to go on holiday and eat Toad in the Hole. I don't really like Toad in the Hole. I don't really like much classic British food. I don't want to go on holiday and eat classic British food. I'd rather just not.
That's
and
fair.
go do something cool like chicken and waffles or a Krusty Burger from Krusty Burger.
Maybe we'll see. I mean, we've got a lot of
Yeah.
time to prepare ourselves. This is where we're going to go do ET. I love... Oh my god. Right. Hear me out. The smell of the queue line of ET smells incredible when you're in the forest. I don't know if it's like the dry ice,
You
but...
really like that.
Oh, it smells amazing.
One of the funniest things I've read about ET was a group of people who went as a real large group of them, and they filled up pretty much one of the whole things, and they told everyone going in that their name was Bob. So that ET at the end goes Bob, 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 Bob,
Bye,
Bob,
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 Bob. He just kind of does it like that, and I thought that was really funny.
What did you think of the ride?
I liked it.
I like when he goes... Like he gets my name really confused.
It just slurs it.
I don't remember what happened in the Transformers ride either.
Again, sit down in this ride vehicle.
Watch a screen.
Watch a screen. I was really excited about it here. For some reason, I do this a lot. I'm like, yeah, that was great, and I think I just get caught up in it. But later, when it sinks in, I'm like,
Yeah, because when
no,
we're editing
you
this,
didn't really like that.
this is here, and I don't know if anyone picked up on it, but Ash, these jokes Ash makes,
Transform.
it doesn't transform.
Less of a transformer.
There's a joke that Ash makes in a minute, and honestly, until you pointed it out, I didn't understand. I didn't understand it at the time, and now it's one of my favourite comments you make. So I kind of want us to listen to that, and then you can explain your joke. Because here we go. Wait, listen. You didn't say it now.
Good thing they've included the muscles. Like robots are known for.
So you said good job they included the muscles like robots are known for, and I didn't laugh because I had no idea what you were
You
talking
just
about.
went along with it, and then afterwards, when we were editing, I was like, yeah, because robots don't have muscles. Why have you given him like bicep padding along here? Robots don't really have that.
And that just
like
blew my
they kind of
mind.
had like the generic sort of superhero costume six-pack kind of effect, not like fully, but a bit. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what you know Optimus Prime for. You know, those shapely human muscles. And
Do you know
it's
what?
just like
Sometimes your puns and jokes just go way over my head, but sometimes they're pretty good, and it takes some time to reflect to realise that fair play, Ash, that was a smart comment.
one of my favourite things you said after we were editing this was you turned to me and you're like, you know, sometimes you're actually really funny. And I was like, yeah, and you just don't pay attention.
No, I'm too
ever.
excited by everything else going on around me.
Queue time is 15.
The mummy! That girl is...
Just
Just
checking
checking
out
the
the
camera.
vlogging. What are they doing?
Mummy's my favourite, and this is actually the only ride we went on twice using an express pass. That's what I'd like to do more next time. I would like to just go
Do
on
some
something
things twice.
again.
Yeah.
But even if it's just straight after, be like, that was fun. Let's go back round again. Like Spider-Man. I know it's like a thick screen ride, but Spider-Man's my favourite version of the screen rides.
I'm cool with Spider-Man because it's the original one.
Yeah, I'll
And
allow it.
that they haven't just looked at that and gone, great, guys, this is a really easy way to just do the same thing over and over again. It was the one that sort of kicked that off for them, so I'm willing to totally give it a pass.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like Forbidden Journey, I kind of give that a bit more of a pass because it's kind of unique
I like
in the way that
Forbidden Journey.
they've done it. Like, yeah, sure, it's a sit
But the
and
ride
vehicle,
vehicles-
but the ride vehicle's interesting, and that's what sort of sells it for me a bit.
You were really nervous about going on a Ride Rocket.
Lift Hill terrifies me. Yeah, see, haven't changed.
I don't think I liked the Minion ride.
Nope.
Minions over there.
I'll do it again though.
Really?
I like this song.
Maybe I won't go with you.
Oh,
Maybe-
I'm so sorry. Why didn't I buy that? Why didn't I buy that?
Because you were like, it's quite expensive.
Yeah, but who cares?
You didn't really have enough money.
Oh, yeah, but I had my card. Fluffy things, always.
And I think you were kind of just like, yeah, I'm a bit sort of over Despicable Me.
I don't know, I appreciate it a lot more now that I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yeah, but I think at the time you were like, you'd watched like a bunch of them in a row maybe.
Yeah, because I
And you were,
hadn't
like,
seen them until... Well, I literally watched
a
them
bit
like
over it, I
a
think.
few weeks before we went.
What do you think from Universal yet? We've been here for almost 2 days.
That is true, we really just didn't buy much.
Did we buy anything in Universal?
I don't remember.
It's true. We'll go
The donut. What else did we buy from Universal Studios?
haven't bought that much. Nothing's really been catching my
Not
eye.
really anything.
That really surprises me.
Well, it's again, it's one of the things we talked about last week. Like, everything we saw we liked, we already had. And we were like, oh, okay, well, I guess I won't then.
Pretty much all the ones
Yeah.
as well, so
This is another comment that Ash made. You actually have this on a t-shirt.
I do have it on a t-shirt. I wanted to put it on a t-shirt because it made me
I
laugh.
don't think I heard you either then, did I?
No, you weren't listening.
Oh, chocolate frogs.
Parrot. Wait, no.
Not
Harry
parrot.
Potter has some magic.
Has to be magic.
Phoenix is just magic parrots.
Phoenixes are just magic parrots. And look, I'm not even listening to you. I'm
No,
like,
we
sure.
just moved on to the next thing.
Because
I
most
amuse
of the
myself.
time you say stuff that's irrelevant to life, and I'm just like, whatever. But then this is why I can look back at this and be like, remember that thing you said? Like, phoenixes are just magical parrots.
They are just magic.
We saw that mug in the Harry Potter Studios in London, didn't we?
We did.
I think it was cheap. No, it wasn't as big. Was it as big? I can't
You
remember.
keep saying it wasn't as big, but I maintain that it was as big,
I
and it's
can't
the exact
remember.
same thing. I don't know why they'd produce it in two different sizes. That
I
seems like a
don't know.
really weird
English
design
size and American size.
Just make a big mug.
Yeah.
We've got
maybe.
Sports Direct mugs. They know we can handle big mugs.
I don't understand that reference.
Sports Direct mugs, the giant mugs that contain like literally everything in the planet.
Nah, don't think I've seen one of those.
Okay.
That ride after the lift.
What's going on? What happened to the sound here?
Right, okay. My bad. There was a low pass filter option on the mic, and I decided, you know what? The middle of the park day is totally the time to start flicking around with the settings on the mic, because that's like a super good recipe for success. And it basically made this whole section really fuzzy and like,
Yeah, let's not do that again.
and it was a really, really bad choice on my part, and I tried to do what I could to save the audio, but I just made a mistake. And I corrected it fairly soon afterwards because I was like, wait, hang on a minute. This probably isn't a great idea. But just for these two clips, I was like, yeah, sure, this is a wonderful idea.
I
But
was
I
just,
know for
oh,
next
sorry.
time.
I was just thinking.
Yeah.
We could probably do Universal and Islands of Adventure in one day. Because we did half a day
We could, but I
in
don't want
Islands of
to.
Adventure and half a day in Universal. But then no, I'm not saying you need to do it in one day. I'm saying then you could then spend the other day just going back through both the parks. Or do you prefer to split them up?
I prefer to split them up.
Use the fitness center at the moment.
That's fair.
And like we got to do it kind of at a relaxed pace, do the things we wanted to do some of the water rides, then go back to the hotel. And I really liked having that option because that meant we could spend the evening at CityWalk.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that again, I think.
I think trying to rush and do 2 in one day and then go back to do stuff, I know us, we'll probably on the second day go, okay, what do you want to go back and do? And we'll both be like, I don't really know. I don't know that I'm really worried about going back to do anything. And we'll have just kind of wasted some time. But if we split it up and split it out, we'll find something to fill up those times. So I think we should keep it separate.
Okay. This is before we discovered the joys of Uber. We knew of Uber, but you weren't so keen on getting Ubers in Florida. I think it hadn't really taken off then, had it?
No, and I was a bit skeptical about it because I'd read some people that were like, oh, it was really terrifying. And I don't know, I just kind of worried that it wouldn't be great. And then we did it and I was like, oh, those people were just really worried about stuff. And I love Uber.
Yeah, Uber was amazing compared to the sketchy cab that we actually got.
That was such a sketchy cab. That wasn't the mall day? No, it was the Publix. We went to Publix.
Yeah,
later
so
on.
SeaWorld Day.
Ah. Later on already happened. I'm losing track of
It's already
what's going
happened. We're going to sit... Did I eat? Yeah. I can't remember if I just said I just ate.
on. I think you probably did.
I mean, I would say that we'll know when we get there if I'm eating again, but that won't just tell us anything.
No, because you definitely could have done both.
Hated this bridge. Hey, look at it. That's
really
fear.
wobbly.
Fear on my face.
I think this was the time as well where the guy just completely lost count
Yeah.
and just tried to usher me onto the boat. And there were people doing that thing where they're taking up far more room than they
Need to.
and we're like, oh no, there's no space. There's no one that can sit down there. And it's like, if you just moved your bags a bit and shuffled up, I'm pretty sure I could have a seat and sit down properly. But you know, obviously they don't take public transport very often.
No. I only have my magic band on me. I'm honestly really surprised I left with just my magic band because I've not got any pockets. I must have given you my phone.
I think you maybe just left it. I mean,
What
aren't you wearing a
crazy
little
life I lead when I'm on holiday.
I
Like,
thought you were wearing a small backpack.
no, I'm not wearing anything there. Well, close, but...
Obviously.
Oh, we need to get a caramel apple next time because everyone's told us how to eat it now.
Yeah, and they'll cut them up for you, which they just didn't offer us before.
Ash isn't aware of this yet because I've pre-decided it and I'm happy to pay for it because I want to do it, but we're getting an amphicar
Right.
at night.
Okay.
Or night or day? Night, probably better.
I don't know. I think day because you can't see anything at night.
But you see all the lights.
Yeah, but it looked like rubbish on the camera for the vlog.
Look, and you could be like, everyone could be watching you. Look how pretty that is. Like all the light on the water.
Yeah, but look how bad this quality of filming is because of the amount of high ISO that I have.
I'm doing it for my life, not for your filming.
I think actually compromise and say like sunset.
Sunset would be good. So we
Like,
get a bit
just
of time.
find what the sunset time is for that kind of day.
Would you mind doing it? I'm like so up for amphicars now I've seen one. I'm like, do you want to go to the boathouse? Apparently it's really good. And have you seen the ice cream they have? I think it's a baked Alaska. And I don't know if it feeds like 5, but I'm like, I can handle that.
Isn't the menu very fish-based though?
No.
In that they have a lot of alternates, but they're primarily fish.
Yeah, but Gemma said the steak was incredible.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know that I want to go to a fish house that does good steak. I'd rather go to a steakhouse that does great steak. That's just how I feel about food, I think.
This bit upsets me because they've got rid of all cool down refreshers. And I'm really glad that I wore shorts underneath all my dresses because there's points here when we were stood here that it got really questionable because the wind was really blowing. But I wore shorts under all my dresses.
That was a really good decision.
To stop chafing and to stop the wind.
Yeah.
From the air.
Oh, God.
Baymax!
I'm glad you managed to find some Simpsons.
Managed to get some
These
Baymax.
were your... Weren't these your second, third, and fourth Simpsons?
These are my first Tsum Tsums not from Japan. And it annoyed... Oh.
Again, another one of those moments where you thought I was taking a photo.
Yeah, that's why I'm pulling, like, I'm not moving my mouth. I just look really weird. I'm like... Because sometimes you'll still talk to me and then take the picture and be like, you weren't looking. I was like, oh, because you started talking to me. I was like, yeah, but I was going to take a picture. And I was like, oh, okay.
It's all part of the process.
It's just making me seem silly.
Again, Sarah's filming this from in bed, which is why I'm looming and towering over to the camera, and it's not particularly framed very well.
I'm pretty sure you're in your pants as well here.
I might be, but I know for sure that you were in bed.
Oh yeah, I'm like, and you know by this angle that I'm already laying down. Like full on. Not even sitting up to film this. I'm just going to film it from the floor.
Yeah. You have to not do that next time. Just put some more effort in and sit up.
Yeah. Oh, I know that now. It was tiring. And I was like, if I can half-ass it, of course I'm going to.
Oh, so lazy.
But that is Universal.
Yeah.
Done.
Man, we're getting through these days.
What's the next day?
The next day is SeaWorld.
No.
That's what it says on my little list right now.
Have we not done SeaWorld? I thought we'd done SeaWorld.
I thought we had as well, but we have not. We did Discovery Cove. That's why I was confused about whether our really rubbish taxi ride had happened yet, because I hadn't thought it had.
Hadn't.
And that's on next week's one. You'll get to find out exactly why that cab was so terrible. We go into it a little bit in the vlog, but we'll talk a little bit more about it, because that was
a few more deets.
Really, really scary taxi ride.
Luckily, I knew that. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
But thank you for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for watching this video. Really hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and why not subscribe to our channel? You can also check out one of our other videos that should be on screen right about now.